Hello everyone. So we're going to do some repair in this SONY TV XBR 65X850E. This is the TV inside. We have power board, we have main board, and the T-cone board. So I'm going to connect the power rack to the board and see what the TV is doing. You can hear this noise. Like the TV is not responding to the power. First, let's unplug everything. Backlight as well. Just like in case if the main board has a surge, it's going to make the same noise. Or the backlight has a surge, the same thing. That sound is come from there is some overload in the transformers. This one's here. So let's plug it again and see if we still have that sound. So we don't have that sound. So let's plug it to the power again. I'm going to turn on the multimeter. We put it in the testing voltage on DC. So we always put this one in the ground. This connector that's going to the main board. So we have this voltage here is very important. Is a standby, is a 3.3, and the pin number 5. So 1, 3, and 5 is the third one over there. We have 3.5, and here it's at 3.3. So there is a standby voltage. Another voltage is here, the 12 volt. This one and the pin 13, 14, 15. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. So this one here, we don't have that 12 volt. So let's check some voltage in these capacitors. No voltage here. Like if we look at these 4 diodes here, you can see one of them is different. You can see this one is shiny. Look, this brown color is from the overheat. Let me test that diode. So the diode, there is no short to the ground, but let's test if there is any short here. You see the diode? This one now. So this one and this one are tested as a short. So that's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to take these diodes and measure them outside. You can see this diode. Likely this is the bad diode. But we're going to check this one first, and we check it. This is the 2 diodes. So we're gonna put a new solder because it's gonna be because the old solder, the melting point is gonna be higher than the new one. So the new solder is gonna be more easy to melt. So I'm gonna put it. So let's leave it for a minute because we want to be sure it's melted all the way to the bottom. There is a common problem, these diodes, they go bad. This is the, you can see the SB symbol is mean Schottky diode. I think that's the name. This is a high frequency diode. So that's the first one. So let's put it in the diode symbol to test the diode. Wait for it to cool a little bit. Yeah, don't test the component when it's warm, because it may trick you with that. Some component when it's warm it tests good, but when it's cold it tests bad. You can see zeros. Yeah, the voltage is dropped like a wire. Yep, this diode is bad, definitely. So let me test this one here. This diode is good. Here we have no reading, and here we have some reading, some numbers. So here some reading, if we flip, no reading. Some reading, if we flip, no reading. This one here we have 0 both way. It's like a wire inside it. So it's a short both way. This one before it was tested as short, but now it's not, because this one and this one is connected like parallel. I connect like parallel like this. So when this one is short, this one it tests as short as well. Alright, now we have to find another. This is S. This is SB5150. I don't think you do have anything with that number. I do have this one, is a lower amp. This one is a SB3150. So let me just check this one. So let's put some new solder. Yeah. So they put these two like a tiny pipes here that's gonna hold the diode on the place, because this high frequency diode is a little bit like moving, tiny move, and they don't want the diode to be cracked, the solder point to be cracked. Alright, yeah, the holes looks good. Here, let's get some solder from here. Yeah, when you are soldering, just leave the just give it a little bit time, so the solder is going to go to the other side of the board. Like now, we're sure that's both sides is soldered. So it's ready to test. One more time we test in the diode mode. So no more short, no more short. You can see the number is not stable because the diode is still warm. That's why we say we need to test this component when it's cold. So 237, 241. Yeah, looks good. So let's test some components. So here this diode is connected to this transformer, and this is what was making the noise, this transformer here. And the other side is connected here. Go here. Let's go in here. Heatsink. Yep. So basically there is no component or resistor that's connected directly to this one. There is just another diode and transformer. So this diode is good, is not shorted. So always when you change something is shorted or is burned, look for the component that is connected to that one, to be sure is nothing causing that short or nothing causing that diode or that IC to go bad. So let's connect it to the TV and see if that's going to fix the problem. I put some screws to hold the power board into place. I didn't connect no backlight, no main board. So because I want to be sure, in case if the power supply goes bad or something, it's not going to send a high voltage to the main board and we causing more problems. So always, like if you change the power board or you work on the power board, just test it with itself. So let's plug it. So we don't have no smokes, no burning. And let's test the standby voltage to be sure that's still there. So we have the standby voltage. So now, yeah, we can give it a minute to discharge. Then we're going to start connecting the other. We connect the motherboard and the backlight. Then we test the TV. So this is the first test. So we gonna, yeah. There is no more noise. I hear the click and the relay. And I think I did see the backlight. Yeah, look like the TV is work. The optical is on. Yeah, there is a logo. The Google symbol is over there. So TV works. And that's the diode we changed. So this is all for this video. Thank you for watching and see you next one.